Good evening, good evening. Looks like we got about 9 or 10 people in chat already. That's good, that's good. I did see that, Bryce is in the house. It's because Bryce has got a set coming up soon. I can't believe on the one hand that we are already in February. And on the other hand, I'm like, it's only been like a month since New Year's. It seems kind of like, feels a lot longer than a month since we had New Year's and Christmas-ish. So we are here for a Michael Herman set. And if you guys did not notice, the thumbnail is a new love. It is almost Valentine's Day. And Michael's heart has gone to yet another beauty. What is her name, Michael? Can you tell us what her name is? It's Larissa or Lara or something like that. I can't remember what her name is. But Larissa, that's what it was. So Larissa, why don't you explain, Michael, in the chat while I'm talking, who this Larissa Love is for you. Let's call her Larissa Love, Latina. She's Latina, right? Larissa Latina Love. How about that? That can be her. She can be triple L instead of triple X. But I see Michael kind of vibing with different chicks as the months go by. First it was Lola, another L. And then it was Daria. Sophie for like maybe a week. And, you know, here we are with Larissa. So if you guys want to check out the thumbnails for some eye candy, then you can look at Michael's thumbnails whenever he has a set, because he sent me like 30 pictures of Larissa. I guess that means he's going to be doing 30 sets coming up. But anyway, let's get into Michael's set. I did get an email today. There is going to be a dual set coming up in the coming weeks between none other than our speed demon, speed metal freaks, Mr. Colin Crompton and Sasha Kam, the German dude. So that will be happening at some point. And yeah, that'll be another interesting what Baggins and Scott K had started off with their little dual match. It sounds like the Speed Demon, Speed Metal boys, Colin and Sasha, are continuing that kind of set. So that'll be coming up. I have to put that on the schedule once I kind of look at what they did. So Baggins, take a bow, since you started a new trend officially now that someone else has started this battle set. So here we go. Okay, let's get into Michael's set and see what he says on this Monday evening, February 5th. He says, "Hey Cap, everyone. Hope all are well. Had too many set list ideas this time out and had to whittle it down." Ooh, sounds like Bryce. Bryce, I don't even think we've gotten through Bryce's half of... Well, have we gotten through half of your 20-sided die, Bryce? That's what I would like to know. He says, "Thought about a great Altesia song that Adrian sent, but I figure maybe he'll put it on his own list. Thought about a Sleep Token song. I've been listening to some of their stuff lately. Ross Jennings had a song with Novena that I thought about. It's gorgeous, so maybe next time." I love how you're just thinking out loud, Michael. "You finally decided on this list. There's about 38 minutes of music, so Cap has time to talk about how his team won the national championship." Oh, wait, that was somebody else. I don't know who. I'm not going to fucking say it. "You're not sorry." He says, "Sorry, Cap." No, you're not. All I know is it looks like some things are changing. And I'm still waiting for the NCAA to come down and show what they're going to do to Michigan, because they should. All right, let's get into song number 1. He says, "In the Name of War" by Whom Gods Destroy. This is a new band, I believe. My brother sent me this song and I really liked it. 2 Sons of Apollo members are in this. Guitarist Ron Bumblefoot Thale, is that how you say it? Thale, and keyboardist Derek Shrinian. Oh, okay. Who is also in Dream Theater. The other band members are Dino Jelusic on vocals, Yas Nomura on bass, and Bruno Valverde on drums. I probably said all those names correct, didn't I, bitch? Tried to fuck me up, it didn't happen. I don't see if they're German names or Netherlands, Dutch names. That kind of shit throws me off. But these are not that bad. Yas Nomura. Nomura sounds almost like Japanese, but it's not because Yas is not Japanese. I don't know. Maybe he's half Japanese. I don't know much about their backgrounds. Thought some of you would like these guys. I sure did. Gonna keep my eye out for the album as I think this is just a single they dropped. Okay, so this is In the Name of War by Whom Gods Destroy. Just the name of it, of the title and the band, this better be heavy as shit. If it's not, their name does not precede them. Oh, I need to take off the filter. There we go. Oh, do I need to put it back on? Dude, Derek's looking older. Do I need to put this back on? Am I going to get freaking blocked? Okay, maybe I do need a filter. I just saw that. Dude, I want to see it, though. I want to see Derek play. Whoa. Okay, we just got a little loud. Okay, it is heavy. I like it. Yeah! Digging it so far. I mean, it sounds more on the poppy metal, but hey, Manuel Romero, what time is it where you are, by the way? I'm just wondering what the time difference is. Nothing. Arrow. Do you know this band, Arrow? Yeah, I mean, I like the riffage. His voice sounds pretty good to me. Like, man, Bumblefoot's kicking some serious ass on that. Oh, Sasha knows the song. Do you like it, or is it not fast enough tempo for you? I mean, I like that, like, eerie kind of Halloween-y vampire. I mean, it sounds very much in the pop vein of, like, Disturbed and Godsmack. I mean, it sounds different, but it's like the song itself is poppy enough that it could be on a radio. Oh, it's their only song so far. That's right. Michael did say that. What up, Jason? What's up, Ivy? Ivanator. Welcome back. It's been a while since we've seen you. Like that drum groove. Nice. Okay, I'm liking this part. A little more progressive-y. Going off into La La Land a little bit. Which you wouldn't hear as much on a pop kind of. I like this. Nice change of transition tempo and feel. This is number one, Ivy. Number one. First one. We just started. I didn't even talk that long. Damn, that was beautiful. I actually want to see this. Taking the filter off. Manuel Romero, you could play this on bass, right? Oh, shit. Cucumber. Damn it. I'm on a diet. I can't take a shot, bro. I'm sorry. Is this gonna get me blocked? Cucumber, I'm gonna have to send you your money back. I can't take a shot. I need to take that off, damn it. I did not think that you would actually do it. I'm on a fucking diet. I'm not even joking. I've been on a diet since the new year. I dig this song, to be honest. I dig it. Now I gotta put the filter back on just in case. Solo's over, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I do need to take the option off the board. I didn't even think about it because I didn't fucking think that Cucumber would do this again. Okay, nice Derek. Oh, Emmanuel Romero, I need to send you your money back too. Ooh, that was a nice transition into this. Dun, 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 dun. The problem is I don't have any money in my PayPal account right now, so when I do, well, actually I might now that the new set came in, so I'll send you the 7 soon. Yeah, Mackie, ask 5 questions that are serious and deep. How about that? And I, for the most part, will answer anything you ask. Okay, how do you guys feel about that? It's like Chris Cornell with not the kind of tone that Chris Cornell has. I really like this drummer's take. Okay, I think that's the end. So I absolutely liked that song. I think that would go on a playlist. It'd probably go more on a heavy gym playlist. I don't like, there wasn't anything special enough about it on the first listen that would make me think that that's a song that I'd be like, oh, I can't wait for this song to come back on. But yeah, the song itself is pretty good. Just not amazing. But again, on the second listen, maybe it'll get more amazing. I definitely think the riffage was heavy and nice. Felt good. So, okay. So, and Cucumber, thank you for obliging me with trying to really stick with my diet. And alcohol is definitely something I shouldn't be doing during the diet. And I've been really good for over a month now. Okay, so he says, question 1, do you think rock music will ever rebound to become the zeitgeist again that it was in the decades past? When you say rock music, do you mean specifically rock music? How do I put this? I think I've said this before on the channel. I don't think that music is getting... I do think music's getting worse. Overall. I do think that progressive / rock, if that's what you want to call it, not pop rock, not radio rock or whatever, is actually still holding its own. I mean, there are several new bands, and I'll be honest, like Polyphia and the whole new like slap style tapping kind of guitar thing is a nice, refreshing move into new areas that have not been explored before, which means it's progressive in the actual aspect of what progressive means. That's positive. So in the genre of progressive rock, I would say the stuff that we tend to like, I think there's a lot of promise with bands like Sleep Token, Haken, Caligula's Horse, Leprous. There's a lot of still good stuff being put out overall, I believe. But generally music overall, I just think is getting worse and worse. That has been going on since the 80s decade kind of stopped. And the grunge movement was introduced. Though I think the grunge movement was a great change. And I think there was a lot of good music that I've said a lot of times in the 90s. it was the beginning of the downfall. And the reason I say that is that it introduced this facade that anybody who can play a bar chord is a guitar player. And anybody who can play a basic 4/4 beat is a drummer. And it's just not, in my opinion, true. It dumbs down the art of each of those instrumental masters. And at least in the 80s, though you may think the songs were cheesy, they were intricate, well-written, and everyone knew how to play their instrument fairly well. More than just fucking A, D, G, and B bar chords. Kurt Cobain ruined that forever. He was great. There was a lot of great songs, but that was the beginning of this, like, let's just rinse and repeat the same fucking 4 chords more and more. Nobody knows how to actually solo. Nobody even knows how to tremolo pick on their fucking guitars in general. But when it comes to just the progressive rock genre, I think there's still a lot of promise. I still think that there's still people that are putting out some good shit, as we hear on a weekly basis. Okay, I'll stop talking, and that's the first question that we'll answer. Let's get into the second song. Dark Poet by Odd Logic. Speaking of bands that I think are putting out some good music, I have like 4 or 5 Odd Logic songs on my freaking playlist already. I think I love them. So far, I like a lot of stuff that they do. This is Dark Poet by Odd Logic. This is off their album If We Were Live, which I'll talk about another time. This tune is a little different for them, but I really liked it. Kind of dark and mellow, except for the middle parts. I've been in touch with the founding member, Sean Thompson. You have been, Mr. Michael, who was nice enough to return my Facebook messenger message, which means you were stalking him. We talked a bit about music and recording and such. I told him that some of you really like the stuff, and he was pleased and thanked everyone for listening. Hope he comes on the channel and listens to us react to it. Man, this is 11 minutes and 47 seconds. Let's fucking get into it. Dark Poet by Odd Logic. And I'll catch up with your comments. Okay. Manuel Romero, what do you mean liked yours better? Liked my what? My wiener? Catching up. I kind of like this, like, Native American almost feel. Loudermilk? I don't think I've heard that Ivy No. I'll check out some of his stuff, I guess. Shallow and ultimately interesting. Interesting. Okay. I didn't see Sasha. What were you talking about? What did I mispronounce? Yaz? Is it Yaz? Yats? I like this kind of eerie feel so far. I like his voice. Again, it's rare to find a voice that fits a genre, let alone sounds good. Wait, there's a season of louder? Is it a season? I'm confused. Oh, Manuel Romero already puts this first. Ivy, I love it. Based on the song length only is the only reason he put it 2 over 1. Yeah, I'm really behind on your comments. I'm trying to catch up. Okay, now remember, we have 11 minutes, so allow the song to breathe a little bit and get into it. Alright, Scott Cucumber. I will answer that after the song. That was a nice build, but where's it gonna go? Oh, see, they like dick teased you right there. It felt like it was gonna jump into something and then it just stopped. But we have 11 minutes, so. Okay, we already got a bunch of people saying 2 over 1. Hello? Okay.
Today, for the first time, found the courage I need to look hard at me. No more denial. I've been covering my eyes with comfort and lies. The truth has a mercy. I can't hardly stand to see who I am, and now I'm certain I don't wanna be the face that I see.
Yeah, Scott K, I'm waiting for that too. Like, I thought it was going there and then it just stopped. Okay? Is this the middle part that Michael was referring to? There we go. I'm gonna say, so far I don't like this as much as their other stuff that I've heard, but we'll see where it goes. Close my eyes! Okay. I like it when they do voice part stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, Ivanator, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm trying to, again. For you, Michael, since you might know, is this album before or after the album that we've listened to the most songs from? You know which one I'm talking about.
And so is a mirror. From here I can see what never should be. Eyes staring empty.
Okay, but the other one that we've listened to a lot of the songs on, with the green background, which one is that? Is that before this or after?
It happens again, the same to the end. As life pulls the curtains, I struggle to find this courage of mine.
Oh, that's the most recent. Okay. Well, their most recent so far is better than this other stuff. This is a little more disconnected to me. See, I like that. If they wouldn't just do that for like a couple measures, I would definitely like it more. See, I like this. This is reminding me of like what they do in other songs. Yeah, Michael, that kind of reminds me of another band named Leprous. Yeah, this song has a little more, yeah. Which I can see why Michael likes it, because Michael likes this kind of like off the beaten path kind of stuff sometimes, but I don't feel like the parts connect as like, again, a typical well-written song. Verse, chorus, bridge. And I don't have anything that's really connecting me to the song like a good chorus. There's been a few parts where they stay on it for like 2 measures, and I'm like, yeah, I like it, and then it goes away. That. Love that. Love those chords. Very yesy to me, Genesis. Back to the beginning. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to say after, I think we're close to the end. I'm going to have to say 1, 2 as well. A few like good parts, but nothing that really connected and stuck together for me as a whole. Ooh, I like that. And on this isle of nothingness, I like his voice right here. Ooh, that sounds like a D or a B. Okay, Manuel Romero, I will say, I would agree, but if you're not going to have a catchy chorus that kind of like connects everything, the other parts better be extravagant and great, and that didn't happen in the song for me. So yeah, you don't have to have a great chorus, but you're going to have to do better in all the other parts then. It does sound like a live album, unless that's fake clapping. Is that a cheer track? Is that really live? Wow. Thank you, Scott, for the reminder. I was just about to. Yeah, I guess this is live. It sounds very live. Oh, okay. All right. Said everything I need to say throughout the song so that we have a couple minutes for me to answer Mackie's second question. What would it take for someone to surpass Dream Theater? I think the main thing, I think the bands that I like right now, which by the way, in exactly 2 days, I'm going to be on the road. Actually, no, right now, 2 days from now, we'll be in concert of the great Caligula's Horse. Oh, cannot fucking wait. In Pittsburgh. It's going to be 6 hours of driving in one day, but that's okay. I won't get home until like 3 in the morning. But Caligula's Horse, Leprous, Haken. I feel like a lot of their songs, I like almost as much as Dream Theater songs. Part of the reason it's going to be hard to usurp Dream Theater is two reasons for me. Number one is that I lost my virginity to Dream Theater. It's like, it's hard to compare everything after your first love of something very new and crazy. Secondly, which I think is more of the issue for me, is I've said this before, that nobody that I can really think of is as eclectic as Dream Theater is within their own genre. So obviously Dream Theater is just a melting pot, which I think is on one of the, I think it's live, Once in a Lifetime. Mike Portnoy says we're just a melting pot. Because the closest band to being able to do that kind of thing is Haken. So Haken has written but even Haken's like ballad songs are still progressive-y, whereas I feel like Dream Theater, if you were just to listen to Wither, or you were just to listen to Disappear, if you were just to listen to Space Divest, you would never even equate that to like the possibility that Dream Theater would then also write Metropolis 2, everything on Train of Thought that's heavy as fuck. They really are like on a wide range when it comes to their songs. They could write a song that easily gets on the radio as far as a pop hit. It's beautiful. And then they can just write so progressive and just go in different places. And their lyrical content they have much more good lyrical content that's practical than most bands, in my opinion. So to find a band that's able to do all of that, I just haven't found yet. And if there's going to be a band that surpasses Dream Theater, it's going to have to, for me, it's going to have to be a band that is able to do in a single concert songs that just hit several different genres all in one and are still very good in all of those different genres of the songs that they write. And lyrical content, at least half of the songs are very interesting and practical and understandable and very thoughtful. The other half are just like everybody else, where it's like weird and you don't know what they're talking about and it's very personal. It's not for us. Yeah, so that's what I think on that. Okay, let's get to the third song. Haken would be the closest one that I feel could possibly do that from what I've heard so far. Because they do very progressive, cool stuff like Drowning in the Flood. Oh my God, that song's so good. And then they do like other stuff. I would even say Caligula's Horse, Resonate would be like an example of writing a completely poppy song that would be very different than all of their other stuff like Golem and stuff like that, or Graves. But that's very few and far between even for Caligula's Horse. Caligula's Horse basically has the same sound in every song. Or two sounds almost. Okay, number 3. Time and Time Again by Distorted Harmony. We've had Distorted Harmony on the channel quite a bit. Off of their A Way Out album. We've had them on the channel for 4 or 5 tunes. Yep. Came across this one recently and had forgotten that they are pretty good, and I like a lot of their stuff. Prog metal band from Israel, if you recall. I forgot that they were from Israel, but I do know Distorted Harmony because I have several songs on my playlist. I don't know about 4 or 5 of them, but definitely 2 or 3. So here we go. Love it. I dig this kind of like electronic-y, punchy sound.
I wish I was at home.
Ooh, this is why lower tempo allows the fucking song to breathe. I'm already gonna call this as my favorite song so far.
Greeting with a smile.
Oh,
Come through the door.
God, I love this.
Showing me a life I never had. Take away the fear I never thought would leave. Create a world where we can be ourselves.
Okay, this part's a little interesting, but still digging it. Yes. Dude, distorted harmonies moving up in my top 10 very quickly. Question 3, Cucumber, when you get a chance. Ooh, sounded good there. Man, I like his voice. Dude, I'm already calling it. This fucking song's awesome. It's a very...
I wish
Oh, and then how they just transition back into that.
at home.
Damn.
I wish I could forever let her stay.
I like those harmonies.
Greet her with a smile. She'll
Dude, I would love to see Altesia and Distorted Harmony on a concert bill. I think these two bands fit well together. God, I love this song.
make the pain a fading memory.
Hey, what's up, Mr. White?
Build a place
Mr. White, you gonna cook up some meth? Mr. Walter White, Timothy White, is in the house. Mr. White banging on my demori, my baldness. Hey, it's not too bad. It's kind of been staying this way for about 10, 15 years. Hasn't receded, it's just always been like this, unfortunately. Was not blessed in the hair. I don't really care that much, to be honest. A lot of guys are very insecure about being bald. I'm not. I just don't want to shave it yet because I don't want to look like every other white bald guy. Mr. White, are you bald? Like Heisenberg was? Dude, this fucking song is sick. I like it. Like it. This is going on a playlist for sure. Yes, nice stop right before the blow. Really like his voice. I'm assuming Cucumber trip meaning like been on a trip drug-wise. That was great. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much else for me to say about that song other than it's going on a playlist immediately, like a lot of other Distorted Harmony songs. They are quickly moving in my top 10 bands. I am interested to see what Vola puts out next because Vola is definitely in my top 5. Yeah, and Distorted Harmony is moving up there. Unfortunately, some bands have kind of fallen a little bit out of the top 5 at first. Part of it's because I haven't listened to them as much, and like Carnival might be one of those bands that I had up there very high that have kind of moved down the list as other bands have kind of replaced them. So, okay, so to answer Cucumber's third question, yes, I have. I mean, depends on what you're talking about, because when I think tripped, I think massive amounts of shrooms or some sort of like, something like that. I have done shrooms, but I never did them enough. I always did like 1 to 1.5 grams. I think 1.5 grams is the most I've ever done, because I didn't want to get into where shit was coming out of the walls and all that stuff. I don't like that out of control feeling. That's what it feels like. I think it would feel like when people describe when they're like having a serious trip on shrooms. I have done MDMA, which was the best drug I've ever had. However, the come down from that was not as fun. It definitely was about 6 to 8 hours the next day of just being a complete dumb shit. I don't know, slug. But during the time of it, I can't even describe how wonderful MDMA was, and why people questioned that it worked back in the 70s when they were giving it for depression and other kind of mental illnesses is beyond me, because I totally get why it would help people. I do think you need to regulate it, because it can be pretty doozy if you did that every day. So I've done that. I've done cocaine a few times, and I would like cocaine if it wasn't for the snorting of it. Hated that part. The drip in the back of the throat was no good. Didn't like it. If there was a way to take it in a different sort of non-snorting way, would like it. It is also very expensive. But I would say for drugs that aren't really psychedelics, I think Adderall is the best. I think the reason so many people are on Adderall is because it's just and there's no come down for me. The only side effects of Adderall is like dry mouth and a headache sometimes, because it dries you out. So I will say this, and I'm being completely honest, not just because I'm trying to save my ass in case someone watches this. I have not done any of those things for years, because what happened was I did them in Colorado when I lived in Colorado, 2005 to 2010. I did them around 2008-ish. And then when I went to Korea, you cannot do a single thing in Korea. Like, they think that weed is like the devil. Like, you will get, I would have got deported if I ever thought about it. It just wasn't worth it to me to do it. So I went 10 years while I was in Korea not doing anything. And then since I've been back, I just haven't had the desire to really do any of those. And I don't know anybody that has them except for Para, and I'm not going to go out to California just to get some, psychedelics. So I haven't done them since. I really haven't done them since I've been back in the United States. Although I do have Adderall prescription, so I've done that a few times. But yeah, that should answer that question. Even though I don't think Adderall's a psychedelic, so that's a different side of the question. But for the psychedelic parts of it, those are things I have done and tried, but not since. Okay, we are definitely at 50 minutes, so let's move it on. Get your question 4 ready there for after this next song. This is Spirit Girl by Odd Logic. I like Odd Logic, so let's see if we like this song by them. Off the same album as the previous tune, and again, a little different for them. If it's a little different like that, I don't know if I'm going to like it. It opens with a pretty melody, has a nice pre-chorus and nice chorus. Okay, maybe I will like it. The guitar solo in the middle, where they shift out of 6/8 time and go to 4/4, has a really great feel to it. All right, so 6 minutes. Let's go. Number 4. better deal for what? I don't know what you're talking about. It's legal, but there's no way to sell it legally yet. They're trying to work on the mode or the avenue, but it passed. Yeah, I'm liking this so far, better than the other one for sure. Just rubbing it in, Mr. White. I didn't rub it in this much when we beat you for 20 years. And we're probably going to beat you for the next 20. Ooh, that was, yeah. Like that switch there. Okay, question number 4. I see it, cucumber. That's an easy one. No, but I'll explain more later. Mr. White, I don't think it was Harbaugh, to be honest. Remember, he was 0-5 to start. It wasn't Harbaugh. He just happened to pick good defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator. All right, I'll shut up about that now. Because I'm digging this song more than their first one. Ooh. I like that. Trash. This part is great. Woo! Okay. Ivy, how dare you put this last? Freaking insane. Jason, you better check her pulse. Walter Timothy White, acquiescing for the sake of music. I'm already going to state this pretty clearly. This is my number 2. I still like the last one better, but yeah, this is definitely my number 2. Sasha, oh my, what is going on? This is such a good song. Walk into. Yeah, too slow for Sasha, I get it. Ooh, that's an interesting. I like that. This is going on a playlist. I like this one. Just like I said, Manuel Romero. The chorus makes up for a lot of other stuff that may not be as good. This, yeah, beautiful.
One quiet night, electric light, somewhere faded, coming from my room. Of course, it's only you. Hard to make out, so I part.
Ivy, you're killing me.
Just one thing to feel, a touch we never can share.
Where did Jason go? Is he playing with his damn computer and ignoring us? Dude, this song, I don't know how you guys don't like this song. This is definitely good. Nice. Ooh, Bryce is on the right track. I don't agree that it's number one.
Thank you.
Doesn't beat the Distorted Harmony song,
The
but
next one is a tribute to a friend of ours, Mr. James Saban.
always prepared.
Your music does live on, my friend. This is The Dark Poet.
Oh, we already listened to that one. Okay, I mean, I don't know what else to say other than that was awesome. That it wasn't as good as the Distorted Harmony song, but it was close. It was close for me, and that's definitely going on a playlist. So, yeah, that was more in the vein of what I like about Odd Logic. I think they had more of a connected song that had good chorus, good pre-chorus, like you said. It was nice. It was beautiful. Very good song for me. To answer the fourth question, Cucumber, I said no because it's very easy. I would never go back. But my caveat to that is this. I believe, as a counselor, or was a counselor, every single human being is addicted to something. For me, addiction to chemicals, I'm knocking on wood, has never been my issue. Because of the way my personality is, chemical makeup, whatever you want to call it, I've been able to do MDMA once or twice, and that's it. Smoke weed a couple of times, that's it. Smoke cigarettes, but I hated it, so I just didn't. I do like cloves, but I don't inhale because they're fucking tar as shit. But drinking, same thing. I can drink and never, I always have a limit where I stop because I get tired of it or sick of, I don't want to be drunk and out of my mind. So because of that, I've never fallen as of now, and I knocked on wood because I think just because I haven't doesn't mean it's impossible that I can't in the future. Life circumstances could change things, and people then go down a path that maybe they've never gone down before because of that crazy life circumstance change. So I'm not saying it can't happen, but as of now, I've never fallen victim to a chemical dependency. I have seen people, many people, I had to run several chemical dependency groups with people who were there for their 6th or 7th DUI, driving without licenses, because obviously they were revoked after their 2nd DUI. And I've seen it ruin people's lives. I've seen families' lives ruined. I've seen people in my family, not direct, but indirect, lives ruined. So if that had been anything of my past, then I would have answered yes for that question. But because I don't have that particular addiction as of yet, the answer is wholeheartedly no. I had great experiences every single time. The only bad experience I ever had with any sort of drug was one time I was in LA visiting a friend, and they had that synthetic weed. It wasn't real weed. It was synthetic weed. I think they still have it. And I just took one hit, and it was the worst experience I've ever had on a drug. It knocked me out. I mean, my head was in a weird space. I felt weird. It was the worst experience. I'll never do synthetic weed ever again. But you probably shouldn't be doing synthetic anything anyway. But, so the answer is no, and that is why. Okay, last song. This is what he says. Think of your 5th question. This is Unfair by Distorted Harmony. Ooh, we got another Distorted Harmony. I'll probably like it. See, I shouldn't say that because now I'll probably just did something to stop me from liking it. Distorted Harmony off the Utopia album. Not as heavy and a bit more proggy than some of their other stuff. Found the tune very interesting. It does have vocals, but I'd say about half of it's instrumental. That means half the people on the channel right now in the chat are not going to like it. I like instrumentals, so I don't mind. This is a good band that I need to take deep dive into one day. Yes, you do, because I like them as well. So there you go. Hope everyone finds something they really like or something new they have never heard and now have a band to check out. I've been getting that from all of you and want to thank you. I discovered so many really good bands out there that I never heard of. I'm thinking of putting a set list together of bands that I heard on here for the first time, but it would be way too long. Now you know my problem with the top 40. Thanks again, everyone, for listening. And I want to echo that sentiment because of this channel, I've discovered bands that I never would have, and I'm in love with them so much that I'm fucking driving to Pittsburgh as of Wednesday to go see one. So thank you all as well. I like that sentiment. This is Unfair by Distorted Harmony and our last song of the night. Okay. Is that his sax? Ooh, do I need to turn this up? Sounds kind of low. Is it gonna get really loud? If it does, I'll turn it back down. Manuel Romero saying something should be shorter is crazy. Man, what is so low about it? I'm turning this up. Is something wrong with the recording? Because I've got it at like full loudness and it's still not in the red. Very compressed. Nice switch. I like that chord. Yes. Okay. Why is this so low? Baggins, you shouldn't be addicted to the channel, but I like that you're coming. Yes, but man, what is wrong with this freaking recording? I have it all the way up and I still feel like it's low. Ivanator, I don't know what you mean by louder milk maybe based on me. What do you mean by that? I take Ooh, I like that stutter. I have not heard of Steppenwolf's song The Pusher, no.
Where have you been? I never asked you for anything.
That's so interesting. Yeah, I'm not digging this as much as the other one, but I don't think his voice sounds as good as his other songs. And it's so compressed or something. Jesus, Cucumber, I just saw your question. Try to sum that one up pretty quick. Wow, Sasha, again, you and I are complete opposites. I will be Neo and you can be Mr. Smith, Sasha, because we just never ever agree. Like, I don't think the song's bad, but it's definitely not as good as their other one. Ooh, I like that. I like this part. Oh, interesting. The character is a music critic who leads a support group for addicts. Wow. Maybe it is written after me and from one of the people that I used or counseled, I guess, in an addiction group. Ooh, I like this. Yeah, the recording's pretty bad. I'm not joking. I've got it turned all the way up, and it's still not in the red. So something's definitely wrong with the recording.
Cause we won't see, we can't understand. We barely know ourselves. Oh, how we are blind to the ones we are closest to.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it second to last. Yeah, I do think the recording make it sound better, but I still don't dig it completely. Alright, now I get it, Mr. White. I was like, what are you talking about? Yo, Mr. White. Yo, Mr. White. Okay, definitely dig this part. Interesting, Herman put this one last. So you put this one last, but why did you put it last on your set list? Usually people put the last song as the best song of their set. Interesting little philosophy there. Okay, this, when I say I like instrumentals, I do, but I feel like this like is an in-between of an instrumental and a song, because this part is like a very good chorusy kind of part. But it's in the context of more of an instrumental, so it makes it not as fitting for me. That makes sense, Herman. I like it. Switching it up is always good. Yo, Mr. White. Ooh, I like this keyboard. Good patch. Nice choice. Very nice choice. Agreed, Herman. I think there's not a song on here I hate. But I definitely think the first Odd Logic was not my cup of tea. All right, so that ends our night as far as music is concerned. But to try to wrap up the 5 questions, which I will say again, Cucumber, thank you for allowing me to get out of doing the shot since I'm on the diet right now. I'm doing this until I go to Korea in May. So I am going to change the shot. I'm just going to put a mark through it so that people know it's not there. But to answer the last question, do I think... I'm just going to look at it again and make... Do you believe in a single life purpose or meaning for everyone, or do you think it's everybody's job to walk their own path? My answer to that is yes, for both, and that's on purpose. Because if you haven't seen The Last Samurai, I think The Last Samurai, as far as like the context of the movie, is very well done, and how they take Eastern philosophy and Western philosophy and try to like show how they're very different. And the way that they go about living life. Obviously, Eastern philosophy is very deterministic. I lived in Korea. They're very deterministic. And we're very pull yourself up by your bootstraps, make your own choices, free will, that kind of stuff. So this battle between the East and the West. And I also believe in the yin-yang. And that everything kind of works together, even if it looks like the opposite, which is Neo and Mr. Smith. So maybe me and Sasha are really just one. And so to give not such a cheesy answer, what I think is great about our world is I do believe in complete determinism. I do believe that we make no actual real choices, that scientifically even, not even religiously, we're just, I believe in chaos theory scientifically, and that the flap of the butterfly's wings caused a typhoon in Japan is an accurate statement. There's so many variables that we just can't see, so you can't actually see what's going on. But maybe a better way to kind of describe it is I believe in like choose your own adventure books. So when you read a choose your own adventure books, which do they still have those? Do kids still read those? Because they were like the highlight. I hate reading, and they were like the highlight of my childhood. Was I still have a choose your own adventure book in a box somewhere. But in a choose your own adventure book, the book is already written, and even when you're making choices, those two choices are written for you and where they're going to end up. But while you're reading it, you are literally making a choice. And so I do believe in both, that each person has to find their own path, and that means you have to make day-to-day choices that you don't know what the outcome is going to be because you don't see all the variables that have been already determined and written for you based off of chaos theory. So yes, my answer is yes. Everyone needs to find their own path because we don't know what has already been written for us, but it has been written for us. And so in the movie The Last Samurai, my favorite statement in the whole movie is when Katsumoto asks Nathan Aldrin, do you think a man can change his destiny? And I think Nathan or Tom Cruise's response is the best. He says, I think a man does what he can until his destiny is revealed. I think it's a perfect way of putting it. So you live your life until your destiny is revealed, and it's actually destiny. So there you go. That is all I will say on that, because I could expound a little bit more, but I'm not going to, because that's all right. Michael, great set. Just for everybody to know, we have next Saturday Colin Crompton's set, which is an old or new number 9. So Mr. White, make sure you're there for that because you'll have a chance to win a song or maybe even a full set, depending on how well you guess. It's a fun game to play. You got to pick whether the song that he plays is something we've had on the channel before or not without cheating. And then Manuel Romero's set is on February 17th. And then we have Bryce Tack's set on February 24th. And then we have another set that I got to put on the schedule for some time between Sasha and Colin. Will not be on a Monday night. I'm sure somewhere in there we'll have another Casey Kasem's Top 40 2023 version going from, 30 to 26 is our countdown. That's where we're at. And we will see. But I am off to see Caligula's Horse on Wednesday, and then in 2 weeks from Wednesday, I will be seeing Haken for the first time in Cincinnati, and I can't fucking wait. So I'm going to read all your comments after I end the stream, but you guys have a great week, and we will see you later.